You always felt the world was too slow. Soon that feeling will become your only shield. You sit in class, the teacher talks about history. Her words stretch out like warm taffy. The clock on the wall does not tick, it groans. Each second is a lifetime. You look out the window. A bird hangs in the air for an eternity. Its wings beat in slow, lazy strokes. You feel a strange hum inside you, a quiet impatience with reality itself. This feeling has always been there, a secret part of you. The world moved in slow motion, and you were waiting for it to catch up. You never told anyone. How could you explain it? It was like being the only sober person at a party where everyone was drunk on time. The sky flashes white, not like lightning. This is a silent, piercing light. It burns through the classroom blinds. The teacher stops talking. Her mouth hangs open. Then comes the sound, a deep, gut-wrenching tremor. It's not an earthquake. The building screams as it twists. The world outside your window dissolves into chaos. Your friend beside you begins to fall. His chair tips over in agonizing slowness. A piece of the ceiling drifts down. It floats toward his head like a deadly snowflake. You don't think, you just move. The humming inside you roars to life. The world stops, not slows down. It freezes solid. The falling debris hangs in the air. Your friend is a statue of terror. You were the only thing in existence that moves. You step around the frozen moment. You push your friend's chair upright. You nudge the falling debris aside. It is as light as foam. Your heart pounds a rhythm against a silent world. You broke a rule, a very, very big rule. As you move, a ripple expands from you. It travels out from the school, out from the city, out from the earth itself. It washes through the silent orbits of planets. It races across the empty, dark spaces. Far away, impossibly far away, something stirs. An intelligence old as the stars notices the ripple. It is a flicker of motion in a perfectly still sea, a single note played in a silent symphony, an impossibility. Its attention focuses. A crushing weight descends upon your soul. It feels like the gaze of a forgotten god. It saw you. In a universe of frozen things, it saw you move, and it was not pleased. The world lurches back into motion. The ceiling fragment clatters harmlessly to the floor. Your friend lands safely in his chair. He looks at you with wide, confused eyes. No one saw what you did, but you know the gaze is still upon you. A new sound cuts through the sirens. A high, clean chime. 3 pillars of silver light pierce the clouds. They land in the city square without a tremor. They are not ships. They are needles of pure judgment. From the pillars, figures emerge. They are tall and featureless, beings of polished, dark chrome. They turn their heads in unison toward you. They know exactly where you are. They have come to correct the equation. Panic finally hits you. The humming inside you screams a single word. Run. So you do. You push past your frozen classmates. You burst through the door. You run faster than cars, faster than sound. With every step, you pull the horizon closer. The earth itself blurs beneath your feet. You leap, and you do not come down. You are adrift in the silent black. Earth is a beautiful blue marble behind you. It shrinks with terrifying speed. The power that carried you here is sputtering out. You are a dying spark in an endless night. Ahead, an asteroid field churns slowly, a graveyard of rock and ice. But you see something else. A flicker of light where there should be none. A flat, unnatural shape hiding in a shadow. It is a trick of the eye. It is your only hope. You aim for it with the last of your strength. As you get closer, your mind fills with a voice. It is not the crushing gaze from before. This voice is old, cracked and weathered like ancient stone. A bit of a mess you've made, little spark. The voice is calm, amused even. Come on in. The door is open. We should talk before the wardens find you. A section of the asteroid slides away. It reveals a softly lit docking bay, a port in the cosmic storm. You drift into the hangar. The bay door seals behind you. Artificial gravity settles over you like a warm blanket. An old man waits for you on the deck. He is impossibly ancient, with kind eyes. He leans on a staff of polished, dark wood. "You are not a runner," he says. His voice is the one you heard in your mind. "You think you move fast, you do not. You pull the universe around you." He gestures with a wrinkled hand. "A neat trick, if you know how to control it." He explains. Your power is not speed. It is something far more profound. You are a weaver. You grasp the threads of space-time itself. You pull your destination toward you. You fold the distance until it is nothing. "Imagine the universe is a great blanket," he says. "Most people must crawl across it. You can pick up a corner and fold it to wherever you want to go." He smiles. "The wardens do not like people folding their blanket." Your training begins. The old man who calls himself Silas takes you to the heart of the station, a chamber that seems to have no walls, just an endless expanse of swirling starlight. He calls it the stillness. "Running blind will get you killed," Silas warns. "You must learn to see, to think, to be, while the universe holds its breath for you." He taps his staff. The stars around you freeze, just like when you saved your friend. He teaches you to exist in that frozen moment. He calls it the non-place. At first it is a blur of silent chaos, but Silas guides you. He shows you how to focus your mind, how to process the infinite information of a single, stopped instant. You learn to see the paths of light as solid ribbons. You learn to read the echoes of gravity. You learn to navigate not by sight, but by feeling the shape of space-time itself. Your speed becomes a tool, not just an escape. Silas tells you about your hunters. They are the wardens of order, an ancient collective of beings. They are the self-appointed guardians of physical law. They are not evil. They are absolutists. To them, the rules of the universe are sacred, he explains. His face is grim. Gravity, causality, the speed of light, these are their sacred texts. You are a heresy walking. A living, breathing paradox. The wardens believe your power is a flaw in reality, a crack in the foundation of everything. They fear it will spread, unraveling the very fabric of existence. They believe erasing you is a necessary act, a painful but vital surgery on the cosmos. They are not monsters, Silas says quietly. They are gardeners, and you are a weed in their perfect garden. He looks at you. They will burn the whole garden down to get rid of you. Weeks turn into months in the asteroid station. You grow stronger, faster, smarter, but the wardens are closing in. Their search patterns are becoming more precise. They are sweeping the system with nets of pure energy. Hiding cannot last forever. They have a command nexus in this sector, Silas says one day. He points to a star map, a swirling nebula of impossible colors. It is the brain that directs their search, a fortress built of frozen light and logic. He calls it a god, not a true deity, but a machine of immense power. It coordinates thousands of warden ships. It calculates every probability. It is the heart of their operation in this part of the galaxy. "We cannot run from it," you say. Your voice is steady. For the first time, you are not afraid. You are focused. Silas nods slowly. "No, we cannot run. So we must strike. We must give the god a new problem to think about." The Nexus is a Dyson swarm, a cloud of structures orbiting a young blue star. They drink its power. They are connected by bridges of solid light. It is a web of terrifying and beautiful perfection. Getting inside is impossible for any ship. But you are not a ship. Silas gets you close. His old vessel groans under the strain. Then it is up to you. You take a breath and step out into the void. You activate your power. The universe freezes. You are the ghost in their machine. You run along the light bridges. You phase through the walls of the substations. Inside, warden constructs stand like statues. Their thought processes are frozen light, suspended in crystalline matrices. You are a whisper moving between their thoughts. Your target is the central regulator, the core of the entire nexus. You carry a device Silas built, not a bomb, a feedback loop. It will not destroy the nexus. It will force it to reboot, a process that will take days. It will give you time. You reach the core chamber. It is a sphere of silent, pulsing energy. You place the device on its surface. As it activates, the room floods with red light. An alarm shrieks, not into the air, but directly into your mind. The nexus was not asleep. It was waiting. Walls of solid time slam down around you. Reality anchors fire, trying to nail you to a single moment. The nexus had calculated this possibility. It had learned from your first escape. It had set a trap. Go! Now! Silas's voice screams in your head. His old ship appears outside the viewport. It fires its main weapon into the nexus power conduits. It is a suicidal move. A massive overload cascades through the system. The time locks flicker. You see his ship engulfed in a wave of blue fire. The sacrifice buys you a single, precious second. A gap in the cage. You pour all of your being into one last fold of space. You are gone. But the cost was everything. You lost your only friend. You are back in the deep black. The silence is different now. It is not peaceful. It is filled with the echo of Silas's final shout, the ghost of an explosion replaying in your mind. You are truly alone. You drift for days, or is it weeks? Time has no meaning out here. The grief is a cold, heavy thing. It sits in your chest where the humming used to be. The wardens are hunting you with renewed fury. Their pursuit is relentless, personal. Failure is a bitter taste. You led your only ally to his death. You played their game and you lost. The temptation to just stop, to let them find you, is immense. To let the story end. But in the crushing emptiness, a new feeling sparks. It is not hope, it is resolve. Cold and hard as a diamond. Silas did not die for you to give up. He died for you to win. You will not run anymore. You will not hide. You will understand. You find a quiet corner of the universe, a nebula where new stars are being born. Here, you stop running from the wardens. You stop running from yourself. You turn inward. You examine the gift that has become your curse. Silas taught you control. Now you must learn mastery. He taught you to fold space. But what if you could do more? What if you could change the fabric itself? You stop thinking of your power as motion. You start seeing it as creation. You practice in the heart of the stellar nursery. You learn to create small, temporary realities. A bubble where gravity is weaker. A pocket where time flows sideways. You are not just a runner. You are the anomaly they always feared you were. You learn to weave illusions from light, to tie knots in causality. The wardens hunt a ghost, a whisper. You become the storm, the unpredictable variable in their perfect equation, a joke they will never understand. They find you, a fleet of thousands of silver ships. They emerge from hyperspace in a perfect, silent formation. They form a sphere of steel and energy around the nebula. At their head, is a vessel of impossible size. The flagship of the Grand, Executor himself. He speaks into your mind. His voice is cold, clear, and absolute. The anomaly will be corrected. There is no escape. The law is the law. His logic is flawless. His power is undeniable. He has trapped you, but you are not trapped. You have just been waiting. You reach out with your mind, not to run, but to teach. You show them. You do not shatter their reality, you expand it. You create a bridge between two separate moments in time. You show the Executor his own fleet arriving and departing. You reveal causality not as a line, but as a landscape. You show them that the speed of light is not a limit. It is a suggestion, a starting point. The Warden fleet hangs in the silence. Their weapons are cold. Their engines are idle. You have shown them a universe far stranger than their doctrines allowed. You did not break their laws. You revealed a deeper law they never knew existed. The Grand Executor's voice returns. It is no longer cold. It is filled with something new. Awe. We have been guarding a single room while the house had 1 billion doors. The fleet turns, and slowly, majestically it departs. They are no longer hunters. They are students. News of your existence spreads, not as a monster or a weapon, but as a revelation. The story of the girl from Earth who outran light, the girl who showed the old universe a new trick. Humanity, once a quiet species on a lonely planet, is now known for something else. You are a symbol of a new truth. The idea that the cosmos is not a finished book. It is a story still being written. And you, humanity, are holding the pen. The stars themselves seem brighter now, full of endless new possibilities.